to be here. Our letter today is going to be Z, like for zoo. We're going to talk all about the zoo. Did you know that there are lots of zoos that are showing you cool things that are happening on their pages? So maybe Mom can help you find a virtual zoo to see, since we can't go to a real zoo right now. But let's talk about what would happen if there was an animal strike at the zoo. It's true. This book is by Karma Wilson, and it's illustrated by Margaret Spingler. It's published by Scholastic. There's an animal strike at the zoo. It's true. The headlines are telling it all. The animals quit. That's it. We're through. Say all critters from the biggest to the small. No more peanuts. We quit. That's it. We're through. We're paid only peanuts, the elephants shout, and goodness, we're bigger than that. So now they won't trumpet or lumber about. They sit in the shade and look fat. Oh no. The monkeys won't monkey around anymore. You won't see us climbing again. They wallow like big monkey lumps on the floor. We want a nice pool in our pen. The leopards aren't prowling. The wolf packs aren't howling. The tigers aren't growling. The otters are scowling. Egad! The worst has come true. There's an animal strike at the zoo. The zebras are looking like horses today. They painted their stripes in, you see. We're all sick and tired of eating this hay. Our good looks do not come for free. Those silly giraffes are not any better. You won't see our necks anymore. They're knitting themselves lots of turtleneck sweaters, which go from their heads to the floor. Do you think the giraffes should wear sweaters to cover their necks? No. Business these days is as slow as can be. Folks go to the circus instead. Nobody wants to pay money to see the animals lying in bed. The lions aren't roaring. The eagles aren't soaring. The penguins are snoring. It's all rather boring. What can the zookeeper do? There's an animal strike at the zoo. He really is doing the best that he can. The elephants all got a raise. Instead of just peanuts, they now eat pecans. And he offered them 6-hour days. The monkeys were given a small kiddie pool, and he's feeding the zebras sweet oats. But the monkeys complained that the water's too cool, and the zebras demanded root beer floats. I didn't even know that zebras liked root beer floats. Did you? Then, in through the gate walks sweet little Sue. She just can't believe that she's here. She's always wanted to come to the zoo, and she's begged for this trip for a year. But the birdies are not peeping. No lizards are creeping. No bunnies are leaping. Then poor Sue starts weeping. Her heart is broken in two by the animal strike at the zoo. Made her so sad. As tears start to streak down her cute rosy face, the animals watch the wee child. A deep hush of sadness falls over the place. And then the animals all go totally wild. With roaring roaring and peeping and howling and growling, all critters from biggest to small start soaring and creeping and leaping and prowling. Then little Sue laughs at them all. And all of the animals find out that day they actually like what they do. The zookeeper calls the reporters to say, "Hooray! No more strike at the zoo." But the bear at the circus won't pedal his bike. Uh-oh, he says he's on strike. Oh, no. Don't leave your monkey baby sitting by the swamp. The alligator might come and go chomp, chomp, chomp. Oh no. Don't leave your monkey baby sitting under the tree. The snake might come and go squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Oh no. Don't leave your monkey baby sitting by the track. The lion might come and go snack, snack, snack. Take care of your monkey baby and help him say please and give him a kiss at night if you please. Our next book is Never Ever Shout in a Zoo. It's also by Karma Wilson and it's illustrated by Doug Cushman.
Ow.
Never ever shout in a zoo, because if you do, anything might happen. And don't say I didn't warn you. If you shout in the zoo, you might scare the bear, a giant grouchy bear, a giant grouchy grizzly bear that weighs 2,023 pounds. And if you scare that bear, he might just charge a large barge of a charge right through the bars of his cage. Uh-oh, don't say I didn't warn you. And if the bear gets loose, he might charge past a moose. A big moose, a big bull moose, a big bull moose with a bad attitude. Run. And if that moose sees a bear running loose, he might get an idea, a dreadful, disastrous idea, that he should be free like that bear. Uh-oh, don't say I didn't warn you. And if the moose escapes, he might trot by the apes. All those apes. All those clever apes. All those clever, conniving apes that love to play practical jokes. And if those apes should happen to spy the moose and the bear as they clatter on by, they might come up with a plan. A malicious, mischievous plan to break out like the moose and the bear and set the animals loose everywhere. Uh-oh, don't say I didn't warn you. And if those apes could do as they please, they'd probably steal the zookeeper's keys and then let out the hippos and unleash the lions. They'd set free the tigers and the kangaroos, the snakes, the flamingos, and the crocodiles, and every single beast in the zoo. Uh-oh, don't say I didn't warn you. All those creatures would scatter about, all because of a shout, one innocent little shout. One innocent little shout that started the whole mess. And all those animals running wild might lock up every man, woman, and child at the zoo, including you. Do you want to be in a cage? I don't want to be in a cage. I warned you. You can't say I didn't. Those animals are going crazy. And there you would be in a pen. Then, what would you do to get out? You'd probably shout. But haven't I warned you? Never, ever shout at the zoo. This is the new exhibit, Dinosaur Frozen in Ice from the Arctic. Don't say I didn't warn you. This is an animal from the zoo. He's a tiger. Here we go. Tiger, tiger, orange and black. He's got stripes upon his back. When he growls, sharp teeth I see. He's as scary as can be. Tiger, tiger, orange and black. He's got stripes upon his back. I think we should do another animal. Let's do our elephant. Have you seen an elephant at a zoo? Elephant, elephant, large and gray, swinging his trunk along the way. His ears are big and his tusks are white. Don't be scared, he doesn't bite. Elephant, elephant, large and gray, swinging his trunk along the way. This book is called King of the Zoo, and it's written by Erica S. Pearl. It's published by Scholastic. King of the Zoo. They say the lion is the king of the jungle, but who is the king of the zoo? Is it the elephant, the monkeys, the chameleon, the kangaroo, the tiger, the giraffe, the pygmy shrew, or the hippo? Who is it? Carlos, that's who. There is no one cooler or cleverer or charminger than Carlos, or so he thought. Kangaroo is king of the zoo. Carlos, look, the king of the zoo. I know I'm... Hey, it can't be the kangaroo. Carlos was hopping mad. The king of the zoo is me. That's who. Then things got worse. Carlos scratched his head in disbelief. Monkey, king of the zoo. Not again. The monkey too. The king of the zoo is me. That's who. And then things got even worse. Carlos stomped his foot in frustration. Not again. The elephant too. The king of the zoo is me. That's who. How about the tiger? And then things got even worse. Carlos growled unhappily. Not again. The tiger too. The king of the zoo is me. That's who. And then things got even worse. Carlos stretched his neck out stubbornly. Not again. The giraffe too. The king of the zoo is me. That's who. Now things sank to a new low. How about the hippo? Is the king of the zoo? Not again. The hippo too. The king of the zoo is me. That's who. Who else is king? The pygmy shrew? Yep. Them too. This has to stop. There's only room for one king, and that king is me. That's who. Carlos paced, green with envy. Why did there have to be other kings of the zoo? Carlos saw red. It just wasn't fair. Then he was the best king and Carlos basked in the purple glow. Because he's the best, right?
This chameleon.
And purple gave way to blue. Was he still the best king? Or had he gotten a little rusty? Maybe he wasn't the king anymore. Maybe nobody had even told him. Oh no, and Carlos went yellow with fear. Grandma, check it out. He's my favorite. Carlos blinked. Check what out? I don't see anything. Right there. Doesn't he rule? Carlos blushed. Somebody knew he ruled. Just one single solitary person. But the funny thing was, he felt like an entire kingdom. He turned all the colors at once. Who still got it? Carlos, that's who. See? Well, I'll be. He is the king of the zoo. So friends, those were some of our zoo stories. We have lots more at the library that you can borrow. We're doing curbside pickup right now. You can call the library and say you want some books and we'll bring them out to your car. Also, our craft this week, we're going to paint some lions using a fork. You'll have to see how that works. Let me know what you think. We'll see you guys next week. And remember, our letter of the week is Z for zoo. Bye, friends.